Give me week 0 football for the next 15 weeks. And we're going to talk about it after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kid folk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. So it's OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time. And today we're going to talk about that wild, ridiculous game between number 8 Florida and Miami. And most people picked Florida to win this game, if not in a rout by double digits. The spread was 7. Okay? Didn't seem like a lot, but now you come to understand Florida cannot be trusted, period. But we had so many wild plays in here. We had Florida give up the football twice in one quarter. We had Feleipe Franks try to throw an interception on purpose, or so it seemed. There were 3 white jerseys over there where there was just 1 blue jersey, and he knew what he had done. We saw Jarren Williams outplay Feleipe Franks in his first real opportunity to be quarterback at Miami. We saw Tate Martell come on the Florida field to play slot. We saw him a little at quarterback, and I don't know about these gimmicks that I like. Saw some good defense, saw some bad defense, saw every pass interference call. As a matter of fact, let's talk about that one. Game looks like it's going to be over. It's 4th down, 34 yards to go. Hail Mary time. Jarren Williams comes back. Jarren Williams throws the pass. You pick up the flag. Yo, man, coaches like to say there ain't a whole lot of plays in the playbook for 4th and 34. Well, you know what it is now? It's called call up pass interference because that's an automatic first down, all right? You got, my goodness, you had Feleipe Franks really be the reason this game was won and could have been lost to Miami. And I gotta tell, neither one of these teams looked like they wanted to win the game, all right? Except when they did. Because on the first drive, you saw Dan Mullen say, screw it, let's call a fake punt for our punter. And then you saw the punter come around the bend, and the punter starts to feel himself, right? I'm going, punter, calm down, right? And you saw the game was not necessarily moving in the pace that we thought it would go. We knew that points were going to be at a premium here. Anybody that picked the under feels really, really good about it. The over-under was set at 47. We were all like, yo, take the under. Ain't going to be a whole lot of points. I thought there wouldn't be that many takeaways either because at one point I'm looking at Miami and they got 2 fumble recoveries and a pick. I'm going, you know, ordinarily this would be great for Miami. I mean, Florida couldn't run the ball. You know, I looked down at one point, it's 27 rush attempts, 52 yards for Florida. I'm going, man, you're not really doing much. I mean, outside of Kadarius, Toney being able to break 3 tackles on the way to the house, you ain't doing a whole lot offensively. And then you got lucky with a pass from Feleipe Franks deep. And then on the other side of the ball, DJ Dallas and the Wildcat was as effective, if not more effective, than Jarren Williams throwing the ball, who was all Willie beaming in the first half. 12-14, 158 yards with a TD. Like, Jarren Williams outplaying Feleipe Franks to me is the story of this game. And while there's a lot of people that have picked Miami to be in the ACC title game, I'm going, I don't know, man. I mean, I can see how they could get there. I can see how this team could lose more games than it wins because the lack of tackling was ridiculous on both sides, to be quite honest with you. Now, we talk about how it's really difficult to teach tackling because health and safety is an all-time high, and coaches don't want to get their players hurt. You thud, you thump, you don't tackle, you don't take people to the ground. And even then, it's really difficult to tell a kid to lay up, right, to lean back and not necessarily go destroy whomever's in his way because that guy's on your team. So then you go into live game, you go into live reps, and all of a sudden you can't bring anybody to the ground because you haven't practiced bringing people to the ground. That's not to say that there was not some outstanding tackling going on. I saw some sticks in this Miami-Florida game. I mean, I saw some SEC speed. I saw some ACC speed. I saw some SEC gaffes too. And to top it all off, when I saw the SEC officials' Twitter account tweeted Big 12 officials reference this game, I said, welcome to Thunderdome. This is Thunderdome. Like, it's great because you had Beef Ref out here calling personal fouls and calling penalties. You had false starts all over the place. The Miami offensive line is low-key trash. Like, as bad as they might be at other positions, they're awful on that offensive line. And yeah, it's Clemson and everybody else. Because as an SEC team, you're like, man, Clemson's good. And then you realize that the rest of the ACC is not. It's kind of like Oklahoma in the Big 12, to be quite honest with you. And the schedules are similar, too, because Clemson has 2 ranked opponents on its schedule, according to the preseason poll, just like Oklahoma. I just don't see Miami as being able to push them in an ACC title game. But if that's who you are, that's who you are. Manny Diaz looked like he had a Texas defense out there from way back when because they couldn't stop nobody, because I made the joke that, look, I've seen better defense from a strainer. And then I had people telling me on the Twitters, hey, RJ, you got OU, dog. Like, really? Should you be talking? Probably not, but seeing as Oklahoma ain't played nobody, not this year, I'm going to do some talking. Plus, it's week 0. Like, it's not a thing, right? Week 0 football is not a thing. They moved this game up. And as my buddy Steve said, imagine being 0-1 on August 24th. Yep, that happened. Sorry about you, Miami. I'm really not, because Miami fans be trying to give me all the business in these comments. And I'm going, all right, whatever. I tried to like you. I mean, I like the 80s and early 90s Miami. I even want to respect Schnellenberger, even as he went to Oklahoma and lit the place on fire. But no, I can't find myself rooting for y'all. Number one, I pick Florida to win this game, right? Because that's what I do. I pick winners. I want winners. And you got away with a W. I don't know how confident I'm going to be in picking Florida ever again against a Power 5 foe this season. Florida looks like the kind of team that's going to finish outside the top 25. And that's a team that started out with number 8 ranking. Think about that. Look just like the kind of team that's going to finish outside the top 25. Because also, you look at their schedule, and they play the way that they played against Miami, they're going to get drubbed. They're going to get beat down. Also, shout out to Feleipe Franks, his mama, whose name is Ginger, and has a chest tattoo. All right, then, she looked like she was getting it in. It was sweaty. It was mean. By the way, tell Reese Davis to fire the makeup people or the camera people or the light people, because dude's cracks in his face, I can see them all. I can see them all. And on top of all of this, we had like a James Harden tweet situation. Remember when James Harden was traded during Notre Dame, Oklahoma a few years back, like 2012? Andrew Luck decided to retire in the 3rd preseason game for the Indianapolis Colts, blowing up everybody's fantasy football league, blowing up everybody's Twitter accounts. And then you got Doug Gottlieb coming in here with the worst take. You can check my Twitter account out to see what he had to say about it. I dunked on him. That's what I do. You're not going to dunk on Andrew Luck because he decided to retire. All right? Nah. I'm not going to let that happen. I don't know where Miami goes from here. I don't know where Florida goes from here, because that's the other part. The only thing that I learned about Miami is that Jarren Williams is the real deal, and that's worth knowing, because Miami was a quarterback away from being, better than 7-6, honestly, like a 10-win team last year. So they got that going for them. They got all these transfers that they brought in through the portal. KJ Osborne could be good, but Brevin Jordan was the man. He was going to be a matchup nightmare for most folks. I also think CJ Henderson is going to be one of these dudes we got to keep an eye on, right? I overlooked him in preview. That's my bad. CJ Henderson is that dude. We already knew about Zuniga. Bandy going to be a dude. But outside of that, what do we know? Nothing, except that turnover train is still trash. It's still garbage. And now they got brass knuckles for the kids that score touchdowns. Look, I get that you like DJ Dallas. I understand that. I like the way that you were trying to use Tate Martell because he was legitimately fast. And I like Jarren Williams. Outside of that, no. Feleipe Franks, you got it. You got some decision-making skills. You need to go to a seminar so they can help you get your life right, because your priorities ain't in order, because your priorities would say hold on to football. Not only do you not hold on to football, you turn the ball over. Like, we can directly attribute 2 turnovers to Feleipe Franks in this game. That's a bad look. Dan Mullen, go get it together, because y'all escaped. All right, that's it for me. Doses.